what happened. I pressed the button that didn't work. That's better. Pressing the thing, it's not working. Hi, everyone. It's Anne and Renata here in New Zealand. And we are joined by the gorgeous Barbara over there, who is the owner of the Lady Bowen, Bowen, like Bowen Technologies, what do you call it? Massage therapies. I've had one glass of wine and I could barely speak. So we are staying here tonight, and Barbara is a member of Haunted New Zealand, yes. And she owns this place with her lovely husband, and just making sure I get all this right. She's owned it for 4 years and runs a beautiful guest house. It's really schmick. And I'm not saying that just because she's sitting over there. It really is lovely. But she's come out, haven't you?
Come in the closet. I
sure
have. I'm out.
So she is admitting to the world that there are some other residents of the other worldly kind here at the guest house, and they are all lovely. So what we're going to do is I'm going to get Renata to give you a little bit of a walkthrough so you can see where we're staying tonight. And I want you guys to tell us if you feel any vibes or anything in any of the areas, because we're going to investigate later on. Now, you guys won't be part of the live investigation. We will do a little cross for our Grand Poo bars, but we will put the rest of the investigation up onto YouTube later to watch at another time. But in the meantime, I'm going to bring Renata on, and hopefully we might feedback.
Hey, hi everyone. I'm just in the same room at the moment that Anne is in. I'm heading outside to show you the outdoors and the view of Lady Bowen from the outside, and show you some of the other historic spots that are around here, just very, very quickly, and then I'm going to come back in. So I just want to know, does everyone hear me? Is everyone hearing me okay?
Well, they could hear me okay, so hopefully they can hear you okay. I've muted me now.
All right.
So they can hear me over your... Yes, they can all hear you.
Awesome. All right, now, can someone just open the door for me when I knock? Just when I knock, it's okay. Sit down for now. Sit down for now. It's all okay. It's all okay. I'm just going to take it outside. It's all very exciting, isn't it? It's very exciting.
So I'm currently in the bar area.
You.
This was the original bar behind me
now,
over here.
The one thing that I didn't do was turn this camera around. Oh, hold on.
I keep forgetting to unmute my mic, and then you can't hear what I'm saying. So Renata is doing that funny face that you do when you go, I kind of turn the things around. I can't see what I'm doing.
It helps when you have your tongue out.
All right, I'll leave you to it.
All right, cool. So now everyone sees outside. And when we arrived, there was a distinct bit of a kerfuffle, because that building there that you're seeing with the lights on is also called the Lady Bowen. And this one here behind me is the Lady Bowen. And that was a little bit interesting because we weren't quite sure which Lady Bowen we're supposed to go to, but never mind. We're at the right Lady Bowen. Now I'm going to avoid the ditch. There's a huge ditch here in the road. I don't know, it must flood here or whatever. And here is the front. So you see the sign. There you go. Isn't it beautiful? Look at it. Isn't it beautiful. And down the street here are some other really historical buildings or spots where other buildings stood. I'll show you a photo in a minute of what this whole place looked like many, many years ago. And I just want to just show you this. So this is where we're staying tonight. It's called the Lady Bowen Guesthouse, bed and breakfast. I think it was built in around the 1880s. Now, of course, this street has changed a lot, and we have homes here now, but in front of some of these houses, there are signs that tell you what used to be here, which I think is quite fascinating. Let's see if I can find one. Here it is. There's one. Sorry, I'm lighting up somebody's car. I don't want to go too far in case Anne can't get the connection. Just here. So, for example, on this corner, look at this. So BNZ was the main bullion buying bank on the goldfields. Between 1868 and 1898, it purchased 67 tonnes of bullion valued at £4.9 million. The bank moved to its present site on Pollen Street in 1926. And this is, look at that. Isn't that cool? So 20,000 people used to live here, all searching for gold. Wow. This one's got its Christmas lights on. How cool is that? And that's, of course, now a private home. And I'm going to go back down to the Lady Bowen.
Don't fall down the drain.
I'm not. I won't.
I have no faith in you with those drains. It's terrifying. And don't get run over either. You're on the bloody road, woman. Get off.
I was here first.
Oh, yeah, right.
Now, behind this building here where the torch is, there's the beautiful mountains, which are just gorgeous. It's such a beautiful spot. And over on the left-hand side, this way here, you've got water views. So here we go. Oh, look at that. The original Lady Bowen Hotel, built in the 1860s, a grievance with the licensee of the Royal Hotel led to a shootout and death on the board walkway that served as a footpath. Oh, that's pretty awesome. Okay, so we're going in, and we're actually staying up there tonight. We've taken the spookiest room, because that's what you do when you come on a ghost hunt. You take the spookiest room that is available. So I'm taking it inside now. Oh, that's nice. Look at that. Oh. And so we have here some old photographs of what the area looked like. And so we have here some old photographs of what the area looked like. Now this, here you go. This is a picture of the Lady Bowen. Look at all these guys at the front. Who do you think is the owner or used to own this place? So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 people out the front. and a lady. Who do you think owned this place? Have a stab in the dark. By the look of them.
Renata, can you go across and point to each one and say 1,
Okay.
2? Just go slowly so that we can see each one because
1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Now, in the comments, put which one of these you think was a previous owner. Use your spidey senses and let us know who you think was the previous owner, because he is in the picture here.
we've got lots of numbers coming through. So count through one more time, Renata.
Okay, dokes. Here we go. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Zena, don't be naughty. Come on, cheeky people. Pick a number. I'll tell you at the end.
Oh, we lost her. She disappeared. She's obviously touched something and disappeared, or the ghost does not want to be identified. So I'm just going through all the numbers here. It's either that or a phone's died. I'm not sure. Everyone's having guesses. Guy in the apron. Oh my God, I could have sworn somebody just walked up over my right shoulder. I thought you just seriously walked over and stood behind me. I felt the chair creak like you were leaning over to look at me. Bloody hell. They're here already. Oh.
They touched my phone. Oh, dear. It's all right. I've got to change the settings again.
La, la. Oh, the tongue's out. That's it. It's going to be a good turn.
Oh, I should have had that one drink. That's all I can say. Oh. Oh, hello, everyone. Just keep looking at me while I'm trying to tap. Oh, I've got to move away from here. It's the bloody ghost that's doing it, I'm sure.
Do you need help?
Yeah, get me off for a minute, will you?
Okay. She's struggling. Renata's not great with technology. I told you. Like Barbara was saying, you know, how good we are with technology. I'll go, no, we're not. You're back? Okay.
Oh, God, blimey. There.
You're right.
Yes. Right. Okay, here we are. Here is... Are you enjoying the chaos, people? Here is a picture of... This is a main street, Barbara, isn't it? Oh, yes, this is looking down the street. So Lady Bowen is here on the right-hand side.
Point to where it is, Renata.
There.
Yep,
there.
That's it. Yep.
So that's where we just were. We were outside. And this is where we were, right here in this area. Boy, that's changed so much. All right. So I'm going to take you upstairs to where we're staying. I'll show you up there. Because there's just too much chaos going on. So I've got stairs.
Well, don't be looking at me. I'm not creating the chaos. You're doing that all on your own.
Yeah, thank you.
How do you send stars? Those people that know how to send stars, how do you send them? Isn't it just appear down the bottom? There's a little picture of a
Right, now
star.
turn the lights out so it can be more spooky,
That's
right?
Talk over the top of me, whatever.
So this is one of the corridors where the rooms are. And we asked Barbara where the most haunted rooms are, because that's where we want to stay. And so I'm going to take you down there now to have a look. The rooms are beautiful, by the way. So there are two rooms here. There's one on the left, of course, one on the right. And then we've got another two rooms. Got a room
Can
here.
you show us the numbers on the doors so
Here.
that people can get the vibe for what
Yep,
room it is, Renata?
I'm going in. So there's two rooms we're going to show you tonight. This room here is the one that we are staying in. It is room number 7.
T1, because
So
we've got
I'm just
our
going to
gear
come in.
everywhere. We've got stuff
Come
everywhere.
in. There's a little bit of light here. Now, there are stories about this particular room. Maybe Barbara would like to share a story while I'm standing in here.
Barbara, would you like to come over for a second? Because Renata's just thrown you in the deep end and said maybe Barbara would like to share a story about this room. And now we're not prepared for that, Renata.
No, that's
All right. So we're in our bedroom. Let me. There we go.
Okay. The story about room 7 is that we recently had a public ghost hunt in room 7, and the mediums in the group seemed to think that there was a very tall man in the room. And that's actually quite strange, because we did have one of our guests quite a few months ago say that she woke through the night and saw a very tall man standing between the bed and the room and the window. So there was a little bit of a coincidence. Cleaners who have been in that room insist that that is the most haunted room in the building. A paranormal investigator who stayed in room 7 has felt the bed shaking, has seen odd light anomalies in one corner of the room. So, yeah, quite a few different people have had different experiences in that particular room. And the ladies are sleeping in there.
Now, it's
Attempting to
interesting.
sleep.
Yeah.
I just heard something
Hang on.
move in here.
She heard something move in there. Can you?
I just heard something move in here.
Yeah. What did you hear?
So I'm just standing here. I haven't moved from my spot, but I just heard like a movement of something in here. Oh, did you hear that?
I heard that.
I heard that.
That was a thump.
Yeah. Will you come and visit us tonight?
Visit Renata in the single bed.
Oh, you can come to the single bed. That's fine. That's okay. So that was two distinct thumps. One was to my right-hand side, and that one that was just at the window. Now, there is no breeze whatsoever. There's nothing. So can anyone feel or see or hear anything? I'm just going to be quiet for a minute. You're welcome in this room tonight. I'm going to go around to the second room, and Barbara can tell us about this room, because we get to be investigating both rooms tonight.
Barbara's not here. But this is the room that when the family were living in that particular house, because they've had families through at the house's history, the family, I believe, would not live in that room. Is that right, Barbara? Barbara's back.
I am. This is the room. This is the room that we actually think that when the manager was living on site in the early 1900s, basically, that and the late 1800s, that this is the room where we think that the manager and his family probably lived. It's just it's a little bit bigger than the others, and we just feel that it is probably is the room that they used.
I thought you said that this is the room that they refused to live in.
Oh, okay. We're talking about. Sorry, I wasn't here when they were saying. Yes, there was in the 1960s a family who lived in a family who lived in the building, and they had 7 children, but none of the family actually would sleep in this room. They called it the murder room, and we were lucky enough to have them knock on our door, and so I asked them to come through and have a look, and they told me about this particular room. They hated it. Nobody would sleep in it at all.
Wow.
Mm.
So later on, we're going to set up some equipment in these 2 rooms and do an extended investigation for our Patreon people. So we are just, at this stage, just showing you guys, just showing everyone around. We'll do a report tomorrow morning on whether anything has happened during the night, a public report for everyone. But our Patreons will get a special investigation this evening. So this is our hallway, and we're right at the end. It's going to be awesome. Really thank Barbara for allowing us to be able to be in this space tonight. So, of course, I've got other areas here. We do have other people here at the moment, so I don't want to be rude and invade their spaces. They do have like a communal bathroom and toilets here that everyone shares. Super duper clean and beautifully set up. So showers and everything. Apparently there's a bit of a story behind here as well.
MJ's just picked up on the fact that she thinks of a brothel when she's looking through, when you're doing your walkthrough. Funny about that, huh?
Funny about that. Well done, MJ.
I'm going to come back in.
Because this was one of the different recreations of this place.
MJ, was it?
Yeah.
MJ, you might just be right.
Not now.
Not
now.
Not now.
We may have made our room look like a brothel with all the equipment everywhere, but
in the buildings had a lot of different uses, from being a guest house to a backpackers to a brothel to standing empty to being just a boarding house. So yeah, it's had many uses, and apparently being a brothel is one of them. So well done, MJ.
Wonder what made you pick up on that, MJ. Can you tell us what you think you picked up on to say that? Because that would be quite interesting to note what made you hint on that. So I'm just heading back downstairs. I'm going to meet the 2 ladies, Barb and Anne. In there is the kitchen. It is a bed and breakfast. So they do serve breakfast here in the kitchen. And we're coming back in. And this here was the bar.
It was.
This was the public bar.
A few deaths on here as well. Well documented deaths.
Deaths? How did they die? Fights? Brawls?
Just usually from heart attack, or I mean, in those days they didn't really say how they died, but stories about people reading the newspaper at the bar and
collapsing and passing away in the hallway, and people who were just drop dead basically while in the bar. I mean, the building's 145 years old, and so it probably, of course, there's been a lot of deaths over the years. Also, back in the mining days, there weren't funeral parlours or anything like that. So if there was a mining accident, they would lay the bodies out in the public bar of the Lady Bowen, and the funeral would go.
Nice. All right. Well, I think that's all we give you today. We're here for a couple of days in New Zealand, so you never know when we're going to turn up with our next live. Will you not, please? That's better. Yeah, so please, guys, check out all the days.
Just realised once you did that, we've lost your audio.
All right, we're going to say goodbye.
All right, I'll pop this back up on here just so you can all get really seasick as I move the camera around. So once again, thank you very much, Barbara. Thank you so much for your information. And everyone, please come and check out the Lady Bowen Guesthouse here in New Zealand.
Lady Bowen Bed and Breakfast.
Bed and Breakfast,
Yeah.
sorry.
We'll put up a link.
We'll put up a link. And thank you to those people who listened to our radio show last night. And there has been a whole flood of people coming and checking out the website. So thank you. We'll be back later for the Pooh Bars. So good night, everyone. And we'll cross to you a little bit more throughout the week with our journeys. Bye.
Bye.